you, as we progress through this, slowly are going to start understanding where that pivot is in the back. Now, who was doing, everybody here should have had homework last week, right? Mm-hmm. Let me just ask real quick what the homework was for you, Melencio.
Last week I wasn't here.
Okay. Richie? Okay. What were you working on? Okay, lowering the chest? Okay. So it's okay if you come and last week maybe you didn't focus on it that much. Each week gives you a new chance to listen, to understand, and apply some principles, okay? What were you working on, David?
I wasn't here, but I was practicing archery.
Okay, what were you working on?
Everything. Barrel, gun.
Okay. Jasmine?
My stomach and keeping my shoulders down.
Keeping the shoulders down. Good. Sammy?
Stomach and I'm pretty sure it was follow through?
Follow through?
Follow through, yeah.
Okay. Nathan?
Not dropping my wrist.
Not dropping the bow arm wrist, right?
I was working on barrel the gun and trying not to lean back as much.
Trying not to lean back. Good. Did you do any mirror? Did you do any work in the mirror? Okay. You guys grab some shade if you can. So, hello. So, we do have some new mirrors here. There's one in the loophole range.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We can roll them out here. So working with a mirror is real good, especially for that lean back. And if we can roll it onto the grass, if you want to use it while you're shooting, I don't see why you can't, unless it starts reflecting a ton of light, okay? So, Cole, what were you working on?
Not dropping the arm and chest.
Okay, so keeping the chest down, and with you really keeping the C out of the back, right? So that's going to be a component of lowering and tightening the abdomen and not lowering the bow arm.
I wasn't here for drill this week, but I still worked on my barrel.
Barrel of the gun? Good. So, I think the three of you, did you have homework last time? What were you working on?
My follow through and keeping my head steady.
Keeping your head steady. That's right, because you were peeking on the shot. Govind, I don't think, and Vaidehi, I don't think I've seen you so you probably haven't had any homework. Ria, what were you working on?
Turning the arm and release.
Okay, so there's some real important things in here for everybody to listen up to. Especially Ria, when she says turning the arm. A lot of kids, when you guys are young, you're double jointed, right? Your arm goes not only this way, but that way. You see Ria's arm, how far it bends. So for Ria, we're really working on finding the structure that makes this straight, because the temptation is to bend it like that because it's more comfortable. But to shoot the arrow, Ria has to lower the shoulder, make the arm straight, and keep the bend here. Does anybody know what this is called? It's got a silly name.
Yo, wait, no. This is the weenus.
It's the weenus.
It's the weenus.
We'll just
Wait,
call
I
it.
thought this was the weenus. This was the weenus.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
What's this?
I don't know. A joint in your arm.
We'll just call it the back side of the elbow.
Yes.
Okay, so Ria is working on this, and that's important because when you're double jointed, that's hard to do because the arm wants to roll. So commonly what you guys are working on, really, barrel of the gun is very important. Barrel of the gun, again, is this from this outside shoulder to the back of your palm, a straight line. A lot of us like to shoot a little bit bent because it's more comfortable, or we don't know that we're doing it, but we have to do the straight. We have to keep this straight. One way to exercise that is to make sure that when you coil, you turn the body, keep the hips here, and you extend like a scooping. It's not like reaching, because you're going to change what? The angle of the upper body. The upper body stays here. This reaches out, the shoulder lowers down. If you do it right, you can feel a little V right here in the shoulder. It creates between the muscle and here. You lower it down, you can feel a little V right there, right? Okay? So, practicing up against the wall, which I'm sure that Ria was doing. Practicing up against the wall to get the barrel of the gun straight. You lean away from the wall a little bit and put your weight onto it. I'm not going to do it here because I'll go over with this thing. But what's important that is this, when you do that, thanks, when you do that, make sure you're working with this arm to be straight, right? So you're working here, arm is straight. You can also do it with your stretch band so that you can put your stretch band in, get it straight, and go set to set up, set to set up. Measure it so you start to get used to it. And you know what? If you do this 50 to 100 times, it's not because I want you to sit there and just keep doing this. It's because your muscles will begin to remember when I have the barrel, set up is there. Set up. It's going to start understanding, and it won't be able to do anything else. Barrel of the gun, real important. Body position, real important. One of the ones that we can't get enough of, Haley, one of the ones we can't get enough of is this, isn't it? I'm switching gears on you. What's this for?
Oh, it's
Release.
for the
Release.
so that you don't do it.
You can't do enough of these. What do? We hook it like it's our string. We stand up and we let it pop through the fingers, right? If you have nothing else to do and you're just hanging around watching Netflix, stand up and you can do 500 of these if you want. But make sure that the hand does not. Yes, Evan?
My mom doesn't think it's good. What?
This?
Yeah, I told her that it was, but she doesn't think it.
Okay. Well, I can talk to her if you want. Okay? No, don't worry. Here, this is to teach your hand not to do what?
What, to talk or to strain the muscles, or tense the muscles in your hand.
Yep. Relax the hand. Lift. The tension's here in the fingers. We don't make it this tight. We relax the hand, hook with the fingers, and we just stand up and let the string pop through the fingers. This is teaching you not to let go of the string. Because look, if I have to let go, I have to open my hand. What's that going to do to your shot?
It's going to
Pluck the string like a guitar and send the arrow somewhere else. Okay?
coach. So it has to stay like the hook all the time?
Yes, all you do is, when you're shooting, make a bow for me. Be the bottom of my bow. Just hold that strap down. Good. I'm the top. Let's turn so he can see. When we pull the string, we relax the fingers a little bit. You're in tension in your back. This is a lot of tension. You just simply relax these fingers. See this hand? Look at the hand. See? We don't do this. Okay, I'm ready to let go. No, you won't get the shot. You simply relax the fingers a little bit. The claw's still there. Now, you will watch some of the pro shooters at the back of their shot be here, and at the end, you'll see their hand open. But that's just they're relaxed through the follow through. But they do not open the hand to let go of the string. It pops through the fingers. Now, while you're young, we continue to teach you to let that stretch band pop through your fingers. Because I'll tell you what, when you get your shot up, when you get it here, 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 and you get, what is this? Tension in what?
Direction.
Direction. And then you have on this side, tension and direction. Where's it going? Is it going back? Or is it going where? Around. Right? Around. When you have tension and direction here, and tension and direction here, and you release properly, you let it pop, it's a pop. It really is the two diverging. Now, tension and direction in the back, once you anchor, once you set into your back, can you see the movement? No. This is big movements. You can see those, right? But ratio of movement, once you get here and anchor and you're in your back, the ratio of movement, so the amount of distance traveled to create movement is very small. You shouldn't be able to see it with the naked eye. So when Brady Ellison or a professional archer comes up And you see them, once they come to anchor and they get into holding, they only have to move that arrow maximum of maybe 2 millimeters. Some of them are down to a millimeter or less before the clicker goes off. And they're not thinking of anything but process. Expand, expand, expand. And how do you think they're expanding? They're expanding through what? Tension and direction, right? So as they have tension on both sides, they control it. They control this and they control that. And you can't see it because the movement they need to make is so small. So they go into aiming, and all that they need to do is even think a little more tension. Guess what happens? Click. Boom, the shot goes off. How long do they aim for? 3 seconds maximum is the rule. And the only reason that's a rule is because as humans, we can't concentrate on anything for more than 3 seconds. And the danger of you thinking of something else is you begin to think of your opponent, you begin to think of your score, you begin to think of your hand, foot, elephant, wolf, sky, anything else that comes into your mind doesn't help with a shot. So you know how I say we come down onto the bullseye after we're in holding? We come on, we hit the bullseye, and we expand through the shot to follow through. The reason for that is we've all done the exercise with the thumb, right? You cannot even hold your thumb with no tension on an object in the distance without the thumb starting to move. It's even harder with the bow. So that's why once we come down and we aim, as long as we've reached holding and we're tensioning, our ratio of movement is still pushing the two apart, or one out and one around. Ratio of movement is good. You find the sweet spot on the bullseye, you're not moving, boom, clicker goes off, nice shot, right? So it's not, I'm gonna stare at it until I can't move anything, and then I'm gonna shoot the arrow towards it. No, it isn't. It's, I'm gonna get focused on that and come right at it, right? I'm gonna get focused at it and send the arrow down the field, as long as all your body positions are in the right spot. Okay, why don't you guys grab your bows and let's do a little bit of shooting, okay?